you've been in the process of remodeling the model city and taking us to the next level. It's not unlike what Chattanooga did 20 years ago, and we're on that same path. But they started just like we have done this past several months, with community meetings, strategic plan exercises, bringing folks together, because the real strength of any community is out in the community, not in City Hall. Because you had to buy into it. It had to be your plan, and that's the reason we started the process. But it's very heartwarming to see this big a crowd, standing room only, at this stage of the game, because other cities have not had this type of participation through the whole process. So, salute yourself.
3 words I'd like you to remember tonight. They are very simple, all one syllable each. Make a video. How many of you said something positive about Anniston to a neighbor, to a friend, whatever? How many of you also, like I said earlier, have an iPhone, an Android, or know someone? Know someone that you can inspire to make a video. If we can produce 400 positive minutes of videos about this city and flood the internet, then anybody that Googles us is going to see things that are positive about RMC, about Zen Park, about Stringville, not just the places, but our businesses, all of us. It's a matter of telling our story well.
Some of you may have heard me talk about some really significant research that Gallup did that came out about 2 years ago. They looked at 26 cities across this country. They studied them in detail for 3 years. And they were looking at correlations with prosperity, economic prosperity. One of the strongest correlations was emotional attachment and pride that people have in place. But when they looked at the emotional attachment and pride, they found out that that was in large part a measure of the openness that exists in a community. Openness. And what you've been demonstrating here for the last 6 months in particular is the openness and the value that you have of being involved. So I think there's a really important connection with that. What you tell us tonight will go a long way toward telling us where to start. I think on behalf of the mayor, the council members, Brian, the city manager, and his staff, we are very thrilled to have been part of this process. We'll be watching and cheering you on. We're very, very optimistic and hopeful about what you might do in the future. So thank you very much, and please make your way outside.
And I feel a lot of motivation coming out of this process and out of our city's leadership. I think Anniston's best days are ahead.
It takes all of us to do this. I ask that you come on out, support us, help us, be a part of it with us. Thank you.
I think the One City, One Vision that we have been working on has really brought the community together. It's been wonderful to see people from all over the community get together in anticipation of what's coming to Anniston.
And I'm so glad that I've been able to be a part of something that's happening in our own community and be a part of a big change, and to maybe one day look back and be able to say, I helped with that.
It's been very fruitful to see so many people out that have an interest in the city, its future, where we are today and where we want to be in the future.
Our leadership is behind this, and our community is behind this. There's no limits to what we can do and become here in Anniston.
I know that we'll be able to count on the citizens of the city of Anniston to be helpful in moving our city forward. So I'm grateful to be a part of this process.